Chayabaji is a masterpiece of a Bangladeshi film that is a set of characters giving it their best and saying to the rest of the world how they are no slouch when it comes to filmmaking. Just kidding, the characters are so unlikable that not even a good plot, which this movie admittedly has, was able to save it. It starts off with a body being dragged into a forest. Oh man, when the movie finally reveals who the killer is, everyone is going to lose their minds. The killer's ability to hide their psychopathic tendencies in plain sight will arouse no suspicion whatsoever. The movie then cuts off to the immediate next scene where a woman just happens to wake up with way too much makeup that never got smudged in her sleep. With that kind of attention to detail, I'm sure we're off to a great start. Well, never mind, I suppose. Look, lady, I know headaches can be painful, but it's really early in the morning and we've all got problems, such as having jobs, paying bills, none of which you seem to be doing throughout any of the scenes of the movie, so please stop being a pain in the ass. And for God's sake, order some food like a normal fucking person, you goddamn leech. We then cut up to this lady nagging away to her husband, also early in the morning, about how tough life is and that the maid has been absent again. Which is great because that means we don't have to wait for the movie to tell us who she's related to. We then get to know that the reason the maid was absent was actually because of her husband being ill. Which is sad and all, and I'm sure Nanny Naggy Saggy will be sympathetic towards. That's the spirit, Nana. And by spirit I mean the spirit of karma, because not even a minute goes by, and now your husband's dead. Acting. And with that kind of acting skills, it's also none of our business to really give a shit. Oh yeah, it's a good thing you're here, Nana. You can now either call for help or go after the murderer, screaming for help. There's no way you can make yourself look like a goddamn idiot in this situation. Oh good, looks like she's going to make herself useful for once in her life and get the killer caught by screaming as loudly as possible. Never mind, just go back to being you and let this man die already. Thank God that's over. We can now finally move on. Oh, for fuck's sake, I meant move on from these characters altogether, goddammit. You know what? Whatever. It turns out that the grandpa was her father, and she's going to be given the news, as if we haven't gotten our ears pierced with high-pitched crying, bitching, and moaning. Prepare yourself for some more.
তোমার বাবা খুন হয়েছেন।
কে আমার বাবা? আমার কোনো বাবা নেই।
আসলে তোমার মার পাশে এখন তোমার থাকাটা খুব জরুরি। উনি একা হয়ে গেছেন।
একা কেন? আপনি তো আছেন।
Motherfucker. You know what? Fair enough. It's my fault for thinking she'd be a decent human for once.
আমি তো বলেছি ওই বাড়িতে আমি আর কখনো যাবো না। আপনার অন্য কথা থাকলে বলেন, তাহলে আমি ফোন রাখছি।
Sounds perfect. Nobody gives a shit. Let's just end the movie here and roll the credits. But the joke's on us. We have to enjoy another 90 minutes of this bullshit.
2 seconds later.
Make up your fucking mind, you borderline psycho. Anyways, the police show up and we've already got a problem on our hands. This guy just couldn't help but keep his eyes to himself as he kept creeping on Nana Nagisagi, which understandably makes her uncomfortable. Look, bro, I know age is just a number to some people, but for heaven's sake, have some respect for the dead and the newly become widow, you sickeningly creepy fuck. And if that's not bad enough, wait till you hear his name.
দেখতেই পাচ্ছেন নামের আগে মিসাইল আছে
Because
সেখানে এসে পড়ি ফাটিয়ে
can we please get some newer characters that are close to being somewhat likable? I'm about 3 steps away from pouring bleach all over my goddamn eyes. Oh, thank God. Oh, for the love of God, not this again. Wait, I was wrong again because she's not actually borderline psychotic, but completely fucking nuts. Not only did she go from not caring
তোমার বাবা খুন হয়েছেন
কি আমার বাবা আমার কোনো বাবা নেই
to caring
বাবা
in a matter of seconds. She's had the time to apply more makeup, put on a dress as complicated as a sari, and even bangles, all of which match colors. Now I'm no psychologist, but it doesn't take a fucking psychologist to understand that this woman is out of her goddamn mind. This guy let her in the house and immediately regrets his decision.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
আমার তো মনে হচ্ছে প্রবলেমটা তোমার
And with that, he's already by far my favorite character in the entire movie. Anyways, to give you more bad news, as if we haven't had that enough already, this overly inflated blow-up doll-looking ass has a doppelganger, which is the movie's way of letting us know that if we disliked it already, it's going to make us feel so much worse about it, with double trouble from Miss Glow-Up and Blow-Up.
টুইন যেহেতু নেই then it could be doppelganger
রায়া
হ্যাঁ আমার মতো দেখতে আরো একটা মেয়ে
আপনার জমজ বোন
না না আমার কোনো জমজ বোন নেই ও আমার মতো দেখতে আর একটা মেয়ে জানেন ও আমাকে খুন করে আমার হাজবেন্ডকে বিয়ে করতে চায় আমার হাজবেন্ড না ভীষণ হ্যান্ডসাম
তো সে হ্যান্ডসাম না
জামি ভালো নাম জামি
জামি বলে কেউ নেই না 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 কেউ নেই জামি বলে কেউ নেই
I think we've all chosen a side by now. Let's quickly move on and see what the police are up to.
স্যার রিটিমের ছবি থেকে মার্ডার রিপোর্টটা কেস করেছি
Oh, great. Now we can finally get to see what it was that instantly took away Grandpa's life.
You didn't have to cut me off. No, we were nothing.
Nice fucking work, dipshit. It's not like it would have been anyone's first guess, anyways. I really hope you get your shit kicked out of you, you incompetent fuck.
No, Rashid. তোমার prediction একদমই ঠিক।
God, forgive me.
Never mind, this movie's fucking garbage. And since we don't have much characters to turn to, let's just cut to seeing Glow Up getting absolutely shit-faced and letting the audience know how she gets her talentless self into this god-awful movie.
Excuse me. আমাকে আরো দুপে
Fantastic. And now in a shocking twist, her doppelganger is actually here. And she desperately wants a piece of that sweet chummy ass. Oh man, you are so Never mind, she still uses as shit.
আপনি তো কাছাকাছি বসছেন কেন যান তুই গিয়ে বসেন ওকে
Well, never thought that I'd be siding with her for once, but it's 2023. People identify as unicorns if they want to, so I'm not fucking surprised. Also, fuck this guy, that's why. It turns out that the people at the pub had reported her dumbass for being suicidal, to which she completely denies.
আপনার নামে থানায় অভিযোগ এসেছে গোল্ডেন বারে মদ খেয়ে আপনি হাঙ্গামা করেছেন তারপর সুসাইড করার চেষ্টা করেছেন
আশ্চর্য আমি কেন সুসাইড করতে যাব রায়া আমাকে ফোন করতে এসছে
বলছেন আমি আমি আমার নিজের চোখে রায়
Why don't you keep your calmness and simultaneous mood swings down a notch? You're really not helping prove your innocence. We now get to hear why she refused to be there for her parents when her dad was murdered, and I guarantee you'll never guess a horrible reason why she grew distance from them.
প্রেম করে বিয়ে করায় মা আমাকে বাড়ি থেকে বের করে দিয়েছে। এখন আর ও বাড়িতে যায় না। জানেন, হাসানের বাবা খুন হয়েছে, তারপরও আমি আমার বাবাকে দেখতে যাইনি। আর কেন যাবো বলেন, যে বাড়ি থেকে আমাকে বের করে দিয়ে।
See, motherfuckers, if you weren't suffering from retardation already, you might want to do a thorough checkup on yourself, because I'm pretty sure, much like me, you too have become really fucking retarded from losing all that brain cell since the beginning of this travesty. But then, just as all hopes seem to have died down for us, the audience, this guy actually uses his brain for once due to the blood flow rushing up from his dick and begging to exit through his ear holes. After hearing all that nonsense, he actually does the sensible thing of having her stay within the vicinity of the hospital premise.
ওকে, আপনি হসপিটালে থাকবেন, পালানোর চেষ্টা করুন।
But don't worry, he's just saying that. I think you're forgetting what a pig this guy is, as this is no hospital at all. I'm sure you all noticed there being no oxygen cylinder, IV bag, or so much so as an ECG machine to do something as bare minimum as display a patient's heart rate or lack thereof. But the movie actually takes a dark turn as she's now stuck in an apartment with nowhere to go.
I dislike sexual assault as much as the next guy. That's some bad stuff. Rape, boo, don't like it. But
So, we'll quickly move on to wherever this rapey police guy is going. And wouldn't you know it, she is in Nanny Nagy's Haggis' apartment. But don't worry, for now, he's just telling her how her daughter was at the pub getting absolutely hammered and being a complete nuisance.
হ্যাঁ, মদ খেয়ে বলে হাঙ্গামা করেছিল।
আমার মেয়ে বাড়ি বসে মদ খায়। আর ভাবতে লজ্জা লাগছে।
And it seems like she had committed yet another crime by lying to a police officer.
হাজবেন্ড, আপনি আমার হাজবেন্ড পেলেন কোথায়? আমি পাবো কেন? উনি আমাকে বলেছেন নিষ্ঠা মিথ্যা বলেছে। ওর হাজবেন্ড 2 বছর আগে খুন হয়েছে।
Look, Nana Naga, I know it's hard being a parent and all, but you had better gotten your shit together when raising her. She is a menace to society now. If you haven't gotten the clue yet, she's talking about the guy who got clapped at the beginning of the movie, which we definitely remember at this point. And he's no dummy. His name is Saiful, who left her dumbass for another woman. Understandable. Another character that I just happen to like. Anyways, what you need to know is Saiful and Grandpa were killed with the same weapon. And soon after,
Acting.
or is someone chopping an onion, or is it just the emotional response by Nana at the death of her brother-in-law? Move out the way, DiCaprio. Nana's come for her Oscar now. Anyways, now we really get to learn the truth behind Baby Blow Up and her doppelganger, as Nana finally reveals.
নিষ্ঠা আমার মেয়ে না। আমার বাসার কাছে আমি সুরাইয়াও নেই।
সুরাইয়া?
আমার বাসা অনেকদিন আগেও কাজ করতো। আমি নিঃসন্তান ছিলাম। ওর জমজ বাচ্চা হয় তখন আমি ওকে অনুরোধ করি ওর একটা বাচ্চা আমাকে দিয়ে দিতে। ও দিতে রাজি হয়নি। ও স্বামী তপস্য করেছিল 2 জনকে রেখে দেন। আমি একজনকে রাখি।
নিষ্ঠা জমজ বোন আছে?
জি। নিষ্ঠা বড় হয়ে যেন জানতে না পারে ও আমাদের মেয়ে না। তাই সুরাইকে আর এই বাসায় আমরা রাখিনি। স্বামীটা খুব লোভী ছিল। তাই টাকা পয়সা দিয়ে ওকে বিদায় করে দিই। নিষ্ঠা এখনো জানে না সে ওর জমজ বোন আছে।
This was actually awesome, and can we please have some round of applause? But this was only a half-assed explanation. Let me catch you up to speed. This guy banged this bag of lady meat and was the father of both Baby Glow Up and Blow Up.
আচ্ছা, আপনি কি একসময় ঢাকায় কাজ করতেন? জি জি। খোরশেদ চৌধুরীর বাসায়? আচ্ছা, আপনার তো প্রথম সন্তান জমজ মেয়ে ছিল। জি। একটা মেয়েকে তো খোরশেদ স্যারকে দত্তক দিয়েছিলেন। জি দিয়েছিলাম। তাহলে আপনার আরেকটা মেয়ে কোথায়? সে বাইসে নাই। কি বলছেন?
Everything seems to point to the 2 babies, but who is the killer? Surely it wouldn't be as obvious and straightforward. After all, the movie is filled with twists and turns, so surely the killer wouldn't be as obvious.
Oh my god.
A few moments later.
এটা হচ্ছে স্যার সে মার্ডার ওয়েপন, যে ওয়েপনটা ইউজ করে নিষ্ঠা এতগুলো খুন করেছে।
2 seconds later.
আমি 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 খুন করেছি।
Motherfucker. You know what? If we're cutting right to the chase, might as well know why she murdered them anyways.
সাইকোলজির ভাষায় যেটাকে বলে বাইপোলার ডিসঅর্ডার। কৃষ্ণা নিজেও সেটা জানতো না, ওর ফ্যামিলিও জানতো না, চিকিৎসাও করেনি, যার ফলে এটা বেশ সিরিয়াস পর্যায়ে চলে গেছে। রিডুপ্লিকেটিভ হ্যালুসিনেশন, মানে নিজেরই আরেকটা রূপ কেউ কল্পনা করতো, এটার নাম দিয়েছিল রায়া। এই ধরনের পেশেন্টরা একটু লিমিটেনাস হয়ে থাকে, এদের কেউ টাচ করলে মনে করে সাইফুলের ব্যাপারে ওর ভুল ধারণা ছিল। ও মনে হয়েছিল অকারণে সাইফুলকে ডিভোর্স দিয়েছে। আসলে সাইফুল ওর হাজব্যান্ডের সঙ্গে মেন্টাল প্রবলেমটা হতে পারে, দ্যাটস ওয়াই ওকে ডিভোর্স দিয়েছিল, আর সেই কারণেই নিষ্ঠা ওকে খুন করে।
Oh, for a woman just happens to wake up with way too much makeup that never got smudged in her sleep. Oh, not only did she go from not caring to caring in a matter of seconds, just had the time to apply more makeup, put on a dress as complicated as a sari, and even bangles, all of which match colors. Now I'm no psychologist, but it doesn't take a fucking psychologist to understand that this woman is out of her goddamn mind.
It's out of her goddamn mind.
It's out of her goddamn mind. Oh.
আশ্চর্য, আমি কেন সুইসাইড করতে যাব? রায়া আমাকে খুন করতে এসছে।
বলছে আমি আমি আমার নিজের চোখে রায়।
Why don't you keep your calmness and simultaneous mood swings down a notch? You're really not helping prove your innocence. Letting the audience know how she is intelligent to detail into this cause where all the star.